Hello, welcome to Morning Dew, a place of refreshment and revelation in the presence of God. I hope that God will speak to you through these words, that your heart will be open to his voice. One Sabbath, 2,000 years ago, Jesus stood in the synagogue at Nazareth. This was in his hometown. He unrolled the Torah scroll and read these words. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favour. All eyes were on Jesus. Jesus had spent 40 days in the wilderness, fasting and praying and seeking God. There he had been tempted by Satan, but he had returned from the wilderness and the temptations of Satan in the power of his Spirit to Galilee, teaching in the synagogues as he went. News of his coming spread like wildfire through the countryside. People were eager to come to hear what he would say. The words he spoke on that Sabbath day 2,000 years ago are the words of the prophet Isaiah, foretelling the coming of the Messiah, the Anointed One, 600 years before Jesus stood. All eyes were on Jesus. People waited in expectancy. What would he say? What would he do? Jesus sat down and then said, "Today this scripture is fulfilled in your hearing." It was a powerful declaration of his true God-given identity. But to the listeners, this was the Jesus they knew, Mary's son. They had watched him growing up. They had heard the rumours about him, about his birth. Who was he to state this about himself? Who was he to say, "I am the Anointed One. I am the Messiah you have been waiting for"? Yet Jesus was confident. He knew who he was. He knew his true identity. He knew where he had come from, and he knew where he was going. He knew his purpose. He knew his assignment. He knew his identity. From childhood, we are bombarded with words and images of who we are. Words have power. As a child, we have not developed a filter, and these impressions, positive and negative, come flooding in. We absorb them as a sponge absorbs water, and we begin to build up our own sense of who we are and what the world is. Unfortunately, we absorb the lies just as easily as the truth. We do not know how to guard our hearts, and the filter just that we do not have as a child. We only develop as we grow up. So the critical words that would have been filtered out, the negative words, the hurtful words, the painful words, come into our heart like fiery darts, and they stay there. Who do you see in the morning in the mirror? Is it the you, lovingly crafted and created by God in his image and likeness, with purpose and hope, with a destiny, with assignment, with value, with significance? Or is it the you, crafted by the world, by the lies that we are told? Dear Lord, I pray that each one of the listeners will know their true identity in you, that they will know that they are loved, they are cared for, they have significance, they have value, they have purpose. Thank you for listening.